Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. We are live at twitch.tv/blindwave as we are every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hello.
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 Welcome. Welcome
To your doom,
Oh,
suckers!
no. Yeah, you got it.
Right.
I don't think he says to your doom in that movie.
Left my hat in the other room.
Why'd you leave your hat?
Well, you didn't have yours on. I figured one of those two.
You don't match.
Cool, but you
Jeez,
put your hat
Eric.
on. No, leave it on.
Can't believe you did
Made me
this.
feel like an idiot.
We talked about this earlier. We're like, hey, we're all going to wear this hat.
It did. All of us agreed.
I didn't hear. I was eating.
Now you deserve squats, Eric.
Damn.
For not having a hat.
You didn't hear, period.
Or you guys all deserve squats for having hats.
For being prepared?
Yeah.
Why do we get punished for being prepared?
It's a bell curve. Blame.
Well, welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
Good?
I think my
Good.
camera needs to go up just a little.
Eric and
Yeah.
Calvin, you guys doing well?
Do it.
Yeah.
How's your week been? I know a lot of people have been asking Calvin. Like, they were asking, like, can we get an update for Calvin? Which, I mean, some people got an update from
Yeah.
when that one video that went up, officially went up.
Sometimes
And
you
we
just
talked
don't wanna
about
give updates because the news is so sad.
Sure. They had to remove his foot. Sadly.
Most of it.
Yeah, I still have just the pinky sticking out.
That's a sad thing.
They say you can't balance without your pinky toe.
Oh. You don't need your big toe. I think. It's your pinky toe. My uncle doesn't have one of them.
Yeah?
I forget. He had a motorcycle accident and lost a toe.
Probably the outside toe.
But I don't remember which toe it
Probably.
was.
Probably the pinky toe.
It was definitely a toe. I remember.
Maybe it's the thumb toe that you can't balance
Yeah,
without.
it is. Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the pinky toe is like one of those things where biologists believe that we're in the process of losing.
The pinky toe?
Yeah.
Is that it keeps getting smaller and
Yeah.
smaller in people? Maybe.
Like, you think about our pinky toe versus, like, a chimp's pinky toe. It's like, theirs is so much cooler.
Yeah.
Like, we had that shitty little nail that you can't cut. Every
Just
time
let
I
it
try
grow
to
out
cut
more.
it bleeds. It's, like, too small. But now it's too long. Ah!
Like cutting socks. And
It falls off. You barely notice.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
how's
the
the
thing.
foot doing?
It's doing okay. I went to the doctor's office earlier this week and we got some more pictures taken. Seems to be healing okay. Gonna keep the boot on for a while longer. Using a cane instead of crutches now, which is so much easier. I can carry something in one hand now.
You can open doors.
I can open doors for myself. I can navigate steps easier without having to hold crutches in my other hand. So it's better.
Less hopping.
Uh,
More hopping.
about
Hopping,
the same amount.
hopping mad.
Yeah.
Well, good. Glad it's getting better.
Slowly. Still a lot of pain, but, not taking narcotics because narcotics give me headaches. Just,
You could take something for the
Ibuprofen.
headaches.
if only. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's your update. And if you haven't seen the video, it's actually up on YouTube now. We're not showing it here again. We did it last week.
Yeah, and
Sure.
I don't want to have to turn away again.
Calvin looked away in the middle of that.
I looked
You
away.
didn't even
I
watch
couldn't
it.
do it.
Have you yet to see the moment?
I have yet to see it.
You're going to wait until it heals and then watch it?
I don't know. I may never. I may be done watching those kind of videos forever.
Did you see any of the people, like, posting this and that? No?
No.
There's some this and that posting.
Yeah.
Like Jackbox, this or that?
No, like, bow, 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 but now that,
Meme.
there's that, and then there's this.
Okay.
Bow, bow.
No,
Okay.
I
I thought you
haven't
were doing
looked at,
Seven
like-
Nation Army for a second. Bow, 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 bow.
Well,
Did you say
no.
Salvation Army?
No, Calvin, it's a Seven Nation Army, you idiot.
Uh,
Sorry, I snapped. I'm sorry.
Did we have a YouTube thing? Anyone post a YouTube video?
Nope.
Nope.
Not me.
Fuck no, I thought it was you.
What? I was.
Looking for my hat.
I've been doing stuff. What? Yeah, you weren't.
Clearly you weren't.
I was working over there, and then I was working over
didn't
here.
Find it.
I was supervising Eric with the poo noodles.
I was busy. Yeah, you were sitting there playing with pool noodles.
I was cutting pool noodles.
Eric, what have you been doing?
I've been playing Mass Effect 2 on Wednesdays, which is the highlight of my life.
You've only done that once this week.
Yeah, I know. I'm still correct. I've been having so much fun with it, and I feel like I've now gotten permission to off stream play the N7 missions because I accidentally played an N7 mission, which was like, fix this robot. Here's some resources. Like, all right, that wasn't very exciting. So I might be able to do that off stream. So,
What if they get more exciting and you're gonna miss it?
well, I was just told they don't really. They're kind of monotonous. You don't really need to save them for stream. So I might do them off stream because off stream I've been playing it, just gathering resources,
Oh yes.
and I feel like I'm pretty sure I have like 4 times the amount I would ever use. So
You know-
I think I'm good.
Is it like when you played Last of Us and you just held on to everything?
No, it's like it's like playing Last of Us, except I went back through the game like 50 times and got everything again. It's kind of like what it was like.
You know, they replaced the mining, the orbital mining, with the Mako missions and stuff like that. But I feel like you could stream the Mako missions.
I
where
love the
you
Mako
can't
missions.
Stream the orbital mining. It's just too boring.
It is not great, but to be fair, the Legendary Edition made the Mako better, is what I hear. Because I loved doing the Mako stuff, especially when I got the hang of it.
Yeah, I
So-
love doing the Mako stuff before. I don't
Yeah.
know why everybody hates it so much.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't understand it. It was fun.
I did it once. I didn't find it that interesting, but it was also on the original Xbox 360 thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's what I've been doing.
I
It's great.
think I only played enough in the first one to get to like the Citadel or whatever. I think is what it's called, right? Like the
Yeah.
capital planet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's how far I got in the first one, and that was where I stopped.
I keep wanting to. I'm trying to rake my leaves in my front yard, but when I get off work, it's dark.
Hell of a transition.
It's
Mass
so
Effect
dark
to
now.
breaking.
Yeah.
It's so dark so much
That's
earlier.
it happens every year, but
Daylight
it
savings
never-
is so
it never
silly.
doesn't shock me. And then on the weekends, it's just been rainy, so I haven't done that yet. I could get home, I look at my front yard, and just like an old
That's the
man.
kind of stuff that would happen to me for like mowing my grass.
Yeah.
Is like the time I had off, it was always like rainy or
Mhm.
just I had something else to do or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just never got to do it. And the times like we would be at work, it'd be great. This is a great time to mow, but
Yeah.
I'm not home, so that
Yeah.
doesn't work.
I've been trying to rake my leaves too.
Mhm.
How's that going?
Oh well,
Slow.
haven't gotten around to it.
Should have your neighbor
all.
have your neighbor help.
Sweet ass
Oh
leaf
my
blower
gosh.
now.
No.
Have that sweet old lady next door help you.
You know what? Since I have been infirmed and I haven't been able to just stand there and listen to her yelling at me and stuff, she hasn't come out. Maybe she feels nothing for me now instead of just rage.
Maybe.
Maybe you gotta do a wellness check. Make sure she's okay.
No, I saw her staring
okay.
at me while I was talking to my mom
Well, still,
last
you don't
night.
know. Yeah.
Like it was like a horror movie. I could see her through the crack in the window and she's just staring at me the whole time.
Okay.
My my next stream, I had Dead by Daylight streams. There's actually one that I saw someone clip one of the things. I had almost like a Michael Myers moment, but I ran and I heard the heartbeat stuff happening, so I jumped in a locker, and then as the locker is closing and I'm getting into it kind of thing, the killer comes around a corner and just sees it. I'm like, oh shit. So then I'm trying to get out really quick, but I gotta wait for the animation to finish so that I can start the next animation, and then she catches me. I'm like, no. But then someone like shined a light. I was playing with viewers. We were doing me and 3 viewers against just random killers.
Gotcha.
So like they were helping and we were all like leveling up, getting more blood points and stuff like that too. But it was fun. But next Monday or this coming Monday, Pokemon Monday will be back because the new Gen 4
Oh.
re-release remakes are coming out, and
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to play a Gen 4. I haven't played like
Me
Pearl, Platinum, Diamond, and
Mhm.
any of those. I recently played through Gen 3 with Alpha and Omega, so I'm looking forward to playing kind of a new Pokemon game. I already know the Pokemon
I'll be playing
You
that
know?
off stream.
off stream. Yeah,
Mhm. Yep. Me and
So-
Jancy both got it. So
I'm looking forward to going through that. I'll beat that one and then go straight into Arceus because that'll be out end of
Yeah.
January. So I'll have Pokemon Days for the next little bit.
plan on just trying to keep playing Mass Effect 2 for as long as possible, then go into Mass Effect 3 for as long as possible. Maybe Andromeda. Anything else that has anything to do with Mass Effect?
For how long, Aaron?
Forever.
Maybe the
Yeah.
next Mass Effect will be out by
And
then.
then I'll just restart. And
Yeah?
maybe, Mass Effect 4.
What's gonna suck is when October comes around, it has to pause it.
Again.
Yeah.
Like, I like Mass Effect. I'm loving Mass Effect so much, and I know people didn't love Andromeda, but if it's 10% as good, that means I'll like it.
And you've got you have other BioWare games you could play too,
I
like
do.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age and stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Dragon Age.
Last night I was getting really invested. I was getting pissed off at characters, and I was sad, and my smartwatch kept going off. It's like, your stress level is high. Calm down. I'm like, no, you don't understand. So I'd be like, oh no, and then my wrist was like, zzz. I'm like, shut up, watch. You don't understand things.
Eric, you're gonna be playing Mass Effect while the remake of KOTOR comes out.
I might.
You're gonna be in the middle of Mass
Move on
Effect
to that.
streams. Huh?
The only pause I'll have will be Breath of the Wild 2 when that comes out.
I'll have to play KOTOR. I never actually finished the original one. I played through it like so
Really?
many times, but I never finished it.
Oh, gotcha. No, I guess I've done it. I bet you I've done it 3 or 4 times.
I probably had 4 different playthroughs of it
Hmm.
from the beginning,
Sure.
and I got to different sections of it every time I played it. But I never finished it and saw credits. You know what I mean?
Huh.
So
Interesting.
it'd be nice to go through and see. Like, I know a lot of the other stuff, like
Yeah.
from beginning to almost end. I think I even went to like where the final planet would be, but I never finished it.
Like the Starforge and all that stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but the final planet.
Yeah.
Like, I got to a thing and like there were segments and stuff, but I didn't complete it for some reason or
Weird.
whatnot.
You never finished Final Fantasy 7 either, right?
Yeah, I didn't finish that one either.
You're like me with anime back in the day.
Well, Final Fantasy 7, like I felt like I went down to like the crater thing and like there was like a boss there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't beat the boss. I kept failing.
Huh.
But then I was like, well, maybe I can go level, and I couldn't find a way out, and I thought I was just stuck there. Someone since then has said like, you can get back out. I'm like, I don't know how. I gave up.
So with Knights of the Old Republic though, you get to like the last ending spot, and what stops you?
I just didn't play it. Like that one wasn't a thing where like I can't beat this and I don't know what to do. It was just I just didn't beat it.
So
Like my first time playing it, I remember I borrowed someone's Xbox.
yeah.
And was playing it that way, and then
Yeah.
they needed the Xbox back,
Okay.
so I had to give it back. So I didn't get to
Gotcha.
finish it because I didn't have an Xbox.
I was just thinking.
And then my second time that I played through, I also borrowed someone's Xbox. It was back when I was doing pipeline stuff and I was traveling, and in Toledo, like all of our stuff got stolen out of our truck.
Oh.
So my PlayStation,
Okay.
that guy's Xbox,
Huh.
and my copy of KOTOR, like all of it got stolen.
Gotcha.
So how far I had gotten, I didn't have any more. So I had to end up buying like a PS2 and like some random little games at a GameStop as like to cover it and whatnot. And then I got an Xbox for the guy at a later point. But
Gotcha. I was just wondering, like,
but like that one, I never finished it.
I
you know?
played 30 hours, but I stopped in the last hour. Why? But it
Sure.
makes sense
No.
now.
Like
Okay.
I remember like a lot of it. And I remember going to like all the planets and stuff.
Yeah.
And I tried to change up my party when I did it so that it would be a little different.
Well, yeah, I would play. I'm pretty sure I played it at least 4 times. Male, light side, dark side. Female, light side, dark side.
Sure.
Which
Well, like
I might do that with
and then
Mass Effect.
I started
honestly,
it.
too.
I remember starting it another time, for stream a long
Yeah.
time ago, back during like a Star Wars Day thing. I was just playing like Star Wars games for a month, and I started that one, and then like moved on to other games at one point because like I don't know, Star Wars, like I think it was May, and I think
Sure.
May had ended, and I was like, well, I'm gonna switch over to other stuff, and I just never finished it. So it'd be fun to go through and like play that. I don't know how much changes there'll be, but it'd be good to finish it finally.
Hydrate. Saboteur asks, you're in charge of naming the newest pair of Pokemon games. What do you go with?
Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. I'm
What?
just mad that you didn't think of anything faster.
I mean, they've gone with colors and they've gone with like gemstones
I'll do
and
you
stuff.
one better, Eric.
Okay.
Ranch or blue cheese?
It's not bad. Took you a while. but it's
I'll
not
go with Club and Spade. They've done Heart and Diamond already, right?
And Sword and Shield.
They didn't do Heart.
They did Heart Gold.
They have Heart Gold and Soul Silver,
Yeah.
but those are remakes of Gold and Silver. And then they have Diamond that's coming out now, and then Brilliant Diamond. So I don't know. It might depend because like the newest one was Sword and Shield, but it kind of revolved around the story. Like Red and Blue doesn't really, it's not really like a story element of it, you know. Like Red and Blue are like, well, there's fire Pokemon and water Pokemon and
there's-
stuff, but it's not necessarily pertinent to the story.
Yeah.
Since then, they've named those characters Red and Blue, you know, but it's not like
Yeah.
a story element.
Green got fucked.
Sure.
It was red and green in
Well,
Japan.
there's green back in like Japan and stuff or whatever, but like, you know, Sword and Shield had more of a thing. Sun and Moon really kind of fit with more of the story. X and Y was like the Pokemon. Like Gold and Silver, I guess you could kind of relate to like Ho-Oh and Lugia a little bit. Like Ho-Oh's kind of gold, but he's a little bit more like red and orange,
Sure.
I think.
I mean,
but
Pokemon Red had Charizard on the box, and Pokemon
Sure,
Blue had
they did.
Blastoise in the box.
But it wasn't like a story element. Like
No.
Sword and Shield is like, it's about like
Yeah.
where they put it. There's a lot more like elements revolving around the Sword and Shield,
Mhm.
like, I don't know, visuals or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Pokemon Ketchup and Mustard.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. It might depend on how the story goes. It might depend more so on what region, like what the region's like.
Yeah.
Because they've had regions based on like Paris and, you know, the UK and New York and different stuff like that. Like maybe finding like, well, where's the region? Let's kind of, what are we building the story around of? Then what are we going to name 'em? Rather than starting with a name.
Sure.
Makes sense.
I want Pokemon versions Dungeon and Pokemon Dragons.
Dungeons and
They
Dragons.
do have
There's a mystery dungeon.
there is
Pokemon
the
Mystery
dungeon, yeah.
True.
The dungeon series. But they're very different. They're not like the normal Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Like you control the Pokemon, I think, in those, where like you play as them, running around in little dungeons and
Oh,
stuff.
that's kind of cool.
Just trying to think of things that go together, like Pokemon J and Pokemon Silent Bob. You wouldn't play that. You'd play that.
I don't know what that would be, but I guess I would.
Pokemon Zipper, Pokemon Button.
Mm.
Like it's fun to have the opposites, you know. Like I totally get like why they would go with like Black and White, and then Sun and Moon,
Bill
like
and
Sword
Ted,
and Shield.
Ron and Chewie,
Yeah, but
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That sounds pretty
That
good.
would be hell of a Pokemon game.
Butch and Sundance.
like Pokemon, you know, Day and Night. You know, like they kind of have those kind of themes.
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon kind of covers that a little bit.
Fast
Light
and
side,
Furious.
dark side.
Fast and Furious,
Fast and Furious. Pokemon Fast and Pokemon Furious. That sounds like it would be a thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
sure.
Like
It's like we're not a team. We're a family.
Pokemon Fire and Ice.
Not bad.
You know.
Did you read chat?
No, I saw Thunder and Lightning. I saw
Oh,
Thunder
okay.
and Lightning at one point,
There
but I
was a
didn't
bunch
see-
of like fire and ice, fire and ice.
Was there? I had looked over at one point and saw Thunder and Lightning, and I was like, that's pretty good. I don't want to say that, though. And
Yeah.
it looked like mine, but I didn't see a Fire and Ice. Now I'm looking for it. Pokemon Blind Wave, Pokemon Normies.
Hmm.
Tom and Jerry.
But those are
But
they have
anyway,
to be together to be good.
I'll be playing through that this coming Monday. Probably at some point I might, if I have time, especially like if I have time between it and Arceus, I might do like viewer battles and stuff too. So if you are going to be playing Pokemon, make sure you're there and stuff. And last time when I was playing like Sword and Shield, we did like raids with viewers, and I did battles and stuff against each other, and it's fun times. A lot of people kicked my butt. Sometimes I won. Just
Well, we gotta
depended.
change topics because someone has redeemed ban the word Pokemon.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Pocket Monsters.
Ha ha!
Monsters.
Gotcha, bitch. No.
I don't think we can just use another language. That's not fair.
Well, you have to do what you can to get around that word, right? Like if you can't say I, you now have to refer to yourself as Calvin or say me or whatever would work. Calvin likes that. It's just changing the language. But
I suppose.
yeah, you can say I. It's fine.
What happens if we don't? We just keep
I
saying
don't
it.
have a punishment thing. I've
Fuck
just
you
been
guys.
messing with ideas and stuff, trying to figure out
okay.
channel point ideas. So if you have any thoughts of channel points or things that you think would be fun or cool, the Twitch suggestion feed might be a good spot to go to.
Hmm.
I had an idea. Rejected.
Which one?
C'est la vie. Life is
the noodles.
cruel,
The
treat you
noodle one?
unfairly.
Rick he wants to get hit with noodles.
To be
He wants
fair,
people to go buy
it's not pasta.
people hitting him
Yeah,
with
noodles.
noodles. Pool noodles.
Yeah, pool noodles. Stretch.
Oh man, the last time I did this, I caused a catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
You stretched? What'd you do?
From mailbag, right?
This mailbag?
Yes. You blame me for making the packages fall?
Oh, that was you, somehow like they were all on the table and stuff, and Rick was like laying back, and as soon as he went like this, like 3 packages fell off the table. I was like, "What'd you do?" He goes, "Huh." It was great, great.
Hydrate.
All right, what else we got? What else is going on? I know Rick's favorite thing of the week.
I've had a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I'm almost done with my watch through of Hajime no Ippo. At home, I'm watching. It's a boxing anime. It's been absolutely incredible, and I'm so sad that I'm almost done.
Is it giving you inspiration for training?
Oh, it's so good. I mean, not only does it like make me motivated, but it's got some good like techniques in there too that it explains well.
Good.
So
at times, it's actually handy having someone explain something 3 times to the audience.
It doesn't really do that too much, actually. No, not so much. But yeah, it's really good. Unfortunately, it takes forever between seasons. There's plenty of more manga, I hear, and there could be more seasons, but nothing's announced yet. But it's been really, really good so far.
Cool.
That's good.
Otherwise, I've been playing Swery's The Good Life, which has been amazing. His games are so good. They're filled with stuff I don't normally like in other games. Like a lot of times they're open world, and they have like resource gathering and stuff that I'm normally like, nope, not for me. But the worlds he makes and the characters that he creates are just would make me sit through anything in order to be able to engage with those.
Yeah. Cool.
I beat Resident Evil 4 again recently, which was great. But it's probably my favorite game of all time. But the great thing about that is Evie's now very excited about Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
And she wants to try to play 5 with me.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm curious to see how that'll go because I don't think there's like an easy mode for it.
Yeah.
So I might have to work a little overtime. But I got Calvin through it.
Wow, I mean,
it's true.
Should be easier than that.
Why?
Huh? Well, kids learn quickly, Calvin.
I also picked up
I was a kid.
Revelations 2, which I've actually never played through.
Oh, really?
Which is co-op.
I think I played Revelations 2 a little bit with Melanie, and Revelations 1 I think I played with Calvin a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it ended up on the channel or not. I think it did. I can't remember if we finished it. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure we finished it. We fought a boss.
Does the first one have co-op too?
First Revelations? I believe so.
Oh, okay. I thought only the second one did.
I don't know. There's definitely...
Well, it's a good thing I bought the collection that has both.
I definitely feel like I've played 2 of those. And I know I played one with Calvin. And I can't think of who else I would have played the other one with. The only thing I didn't like about the co-op in Revelations, I don't know, I think it was whichever one I played Calvin with, was that if you were the second player, you could die without dying. It was like a thing. It's like the biggest flaw I saw was like, well, if the first player dies, it's like game over.
It ends the game.
So
and
you
restart.
So you just had to make sure that person didn't die. And the second player could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I got Melanie to play it. Like, even if I had her play the same, like, maybe we only played Revelations 2. So I'm trying to remember. I remember elements of different stories, and it kind of blend together. And one of them, definitely, you kind of switch around some
I mean, that sounds like a good one to play with Evie.
Yeah.
Like, she can be player 2.
Yeah. So as long as you live and then you go back, you revive her, and you're fine. But she can't revive you if you die. So, but they were fun, and they were in the Resident Evil universe, and it felt like Resident Evil. And there was some fun stories with some characters that I recognized. So, but yeah, it was a fun game. I like that one.
Does anyone have anything else before I get into the other favorite thing of the week, which might take the rest of the podcast?
I watched Under the Helmet, as someone just asked. The Boba Fett special on Disney Plus.
Oh,
It's a
did
cool
you?
Little like 35-minute thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I
I
haven't seen
thought
it.
it was interesting.
I thought we were gonna react to it, so I haven't watched it yet.
No.
Okay, so I can watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's really just I think a good way of people being like, you know, that maybe go on Disney Plus but aren't really super into Star Wars. They're trying to get people to get excited for the Boba Fett show. And they're like, well, who the fuck's Boba Fett? Because the average moviegoer might not know very much. My dad doesn't know who Boba Fett is, you know? I'm talking about people that just, you know...
He doesn't?
No. He'll
Huh.
be like that guy, but he won't know his name.
Oh.
But, you know, it's the classic thing like, wait, the guy that has 2 lines here...
Is he on the poster?
And then falls to the Sarlacc. It's not a huge deal when you watch the movies, you know?
Sure.
So this kind of just is showing like the legacy of the character and all the different things. So it's really just a way of introducing the character, I think, to people, and fans can enjoy it in a way that's like looking back to.
That's cool. I have to watch it then at some point.
Is he on any of the original posters?
Boba Fett,
Yeah.
he might maybe be on Empire on some of them, but I can't
Yeah.
think of it
He
specifically.
might be on Empire.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be on Return of the Jedi.
It's a
No.
cool little special. I thought it was interesting. The very first time the public saw Boba Fett was George Lucas's hometown had like a parade, and he like said like, all right, well, send some costumes over. So they sent the actual screen used Darth Vader, and he walked down the parade, and then they had this prototype of Boba Fett that they had just recently colored. So the first time people actually could see Boba Fett was just walking in a parade with Darth Vader.
Huh.
And that's fucking crazy.
That
and
is
then
crazy.
the holiday special came out, and then obviously he's in the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Oh,
know
his-
that. That's really interesting. First
Man.
appearance was just walking in a parade, and it's the actual costume. You know,
Yeah.
Wow.
like he said, people
Like-
just responded. They didn't even know who the fuck he was. Just like, oh, that guy's walking with Vader. He must be cool.
Well, he has kind of a stormtroopery-ish look and stuff, you know. Like
Sure.
Yeah,
you could maybe relate it to something like that, maybe. Not
Sure,
know
no,
who he
it
was.
talks about how the Ralph McQuarrie design and Joe Johnson, I think, was also doing it at that point too. It was meant to be like a super stormtrooper, really. But then Lucas is like, well, we don't have enough money to make 100 of them, so here, just take this one and like color them. So Joe Johnson, I think, actually like sampled colors from different train yards and used that. So
That's cool.
that green and that red and that orange and gold, he found at he took pictures of a train yard
That's cool.
and did that to kind of give it that old metal feel.
Yeah. That's cool.
Anyway, it's a cool little special. I think people should watch it if, especially they're excited for Book of Boba Fett. Has a really nice segment for Jeremy Bullock as well. Or
That's
Bullock.
good. Is that who walked in the parade?
No,
Okay.
no, the guy that walked in the parade was just like a concept designer or something. He just happened to fit the suit that they were making.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So he has the same
Mm-hmm.
general dimensions as a mannequin?
Pretty much. But then they found Jeremy Bullock, who was, I didn't know this, he's related to John Watts, who was one of the producers, and he was a stage actor. And John Watts called him up. He's like, hey, I'm working on the Star Wars thing. There's a part, you want it? And he's like, I don't know, I do stage, and I don't really do that kind of thing. He's like, just get over here, get some money, you'll be good. You know?
Yeah.
So he came over, and then it changed his life, being part of that character.
Sure, yeah.
John Watts, who is, I think he cameos in Return of the Jedi. I think he's one of the AT-AT drivers that the Ewoks come in and beat the shit out of. I think so. I know that two producers played those, and one of them was Richard Marquand, the director, and then there was a producer, and they just got the shit beat out of him by Ewoks.
What a way to go.
Right? That's how I want to go. One of my dreams at Blind Wave is being invited to the sets of the stuff we react to and being killed in a very funny way in every show.
Every show.
Every show.
It would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie.
Anyway, I've delayed enough. What's your favorite thing of the week, Rick? Or one of them?
Oh boy. Well, so in case you're new, whenever we have a new poll slot open that people have voted for, the new show, before that drops, we give some hints as to what is to come, what
Mhm.
won that poll, so people can get hyped and get excited
Yep.
for what's coming up on Blind Wave. They've gotten a little more elaborate as time has gone on.
Little.
So what started with like a picture of a blood orange
Mm-hmm.
has now evolved into this most recent one, which took place exclusively this time over at twitch.tv/blindwave, which we're live on right now if you're watching this later on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd wanted to do a Twitch one for a while. And you can access Twitch's API and do some cool stuff, like famously with the Pokemon, Twitch plays Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
style stuff. And I was like, I could make one of those.
Yeah.
Like, that could be fun to do for a hint. I didn't. Because
Well, maybe we always have the future, Rick. There's always
That's
the
true.
future.
Classic
Sure.
Arrested Development. I could do one of those. He didn't.
time constraints mostly.
Sure, of course.
So instead, what I did was I used Stream Elements to do chat commands for people to be able to go through this sort of text adventure-y riddle game, basically. It actually took them a little while to figure out how to start it, because all we said was that it's going to be on Twitch, and you have to come to the Twitch streams
Sure.
to do it. And people didn't realize at first that they had to do chat commands. And then once they did, they tried so many chat commands. There's a document here that's pinned over on our Discord. Let me try to find the right one.
I'm glad. One of the ideas I was like, well, maybe I should set a timer, and it goes off like say every 20 minutes, and it says something from the Wonderland OS, because we also changed our bot to be named Wonderland OS.
True.
But that way it helped to. Well, if they sit around, they don't know what to do, and they get stuck, this will pop up and show them. So.
Yeah, on this document, there's about 120 pages worth of commands.
120.
Which I don't know how many commands that is, but they're listed here like by day that they were attempted.
So 120 pages of guesses. Trying to solve the riddle.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well,
riddles.
Yeah, the series of riddles. So the thing Aaron was talking about earlier is it comes up saying, you have joined the data stream. You will be assimilated. You cannot escape. Do you dare use !hint hunt? And if they do !hint hunt, then that starts the game. And going through, I won't say which letters these are, but in the text that's displayed in chat, some letters are in square brackets, and those letters will be important later. So once they do that hint hunt command, then it goes on to say, humanity is on the brink of extinction with the Singularity AI Wonderland OS, its master and destroyer. You are Alice, a hacker, willing to risk everything to dive in and shut it down once and for all. No time for hesitation. You jack in. The uncaring AI immediately notices your presence and drones. Welcome, Alice. I cannot allow you to leave this virtual realm until you have purged your CEL. To begin this process, please enter name.
Alice.
So that's a wrong answer.
Oh no, and I lost bucks and didn't even know it.
Yeah, for wrong answers I could think of, it cost you bucks.
Yep.
Luckily, it wasn't anything that wasn't a command. I'm not sure how we could do that exactly.
Yeah.
But there would have been a lot of bucks lost for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If that was the case. But
There would have been.
over the days as it started to where it ended, the amount of bucks lost for all the wrong answers we could think of slowly rose.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
Someone in chat says there were 5,310 unique commands.
That's a lot.
As we go through this.
Yeah.
So the obvious answer to that one is, I will say bang when I mean exclamation point.
Yep.
Because exclamation point is long and I have a tough time saying it anyway.
Bang.
So bang name. Because it said enter name.
Sure, right? It's like speak friend and enter.
Exactly.
Very long.
And also, like, it's a computer, right? So, like, computers don't have names. And, like, a name means nothing to a computer.
Yep.
But
And it's very literal.
I named my desktop Windows Makes Me. Sorry, go ahead.
So the next thing that pops up, you have a name, you are Alice. No, just Alice. As long as you can remember your name, you'll be safe. You float in what feels like black water, lit by an infinite pattern of thin white pulses. The cyberwell around you forms a new place. A name is just a variable, the dispassionate AI states. Don't forget that. Let go. You do not need to take this word forwards. The reverse you fear does not exist. It is merely a construct, like this place. What must you do to continue? So you do not take this word forwards, the reverse of which, the reverse you fear does not exist. So what I'm looking for there is live. You do not need to continue to live because it wants you to join this AI, and AIs don't live. The fear, the reverse you fear does not exist. The reverse of live is evil.
Evil.
So like to this thing, there is no good and evil.
Gotcha.
It's just logic. So live is the next one.
So between the first and the second, how much time did it take people to get them? Do you know?
They did pretty good on the first stream. Once they figured out how to start it, they probably got like 3/4 of them done during that first stream. It was just after that they got stuck on some, and also they skipped some.
They skipped some.
So
and they put answers in for things they hadn't gotten yet.
yeah, exactly. And I was between like, well, I'm going to be watching all these streams anyway, to nudge them if they need nudged or fix things if I made mistakes, and just to watch them suffer.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes.
I enjoy that. So I was like, well, do I just activate the commands as they go on, or do I just have them all active from the beginning? Now that would be more chaotic to do it the other way.
Sure.
So I did it the other way.
Gotcha.
And it was chaotic. Let's see here. So yeah, live. The void is destroyed by light, creation. There is no light and darkness, Wonderland OS reasons. Only off and on. You must imagine something. Bring it into being to begin. You need a suite with no portal or casements. So you have to picture something, a suite with no portal or casements. In this case, the answer is a mushroom.
A room that has no windows or doors.
Yep. Is a mushroom, and also fits with the Alice in Wonderland theme.
Sure.
Mushroom. Data streams around you. It forms into a barrier made up of the words, hello world. The world is too much to overcome, the AI remarks. Turn back. The words block your way forward. You have an idea. Taking 32 bits from 40 bits, but still sounding the same. What must you traverse?
I think they had trouble with this one, but they got it eventually of just having the sounding the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what got him, but I don't think the bits they connected to what it meant, right?
Yes.
I didn't see it at least.
So, there's 8 bits in a character, in a computer. So, like, the letter A consists of 8 bits inside of a computer. So you're looking at, if you have a 5-letter word and you take 4 letters away from that word, what word still sounds the same?
Ketchup.
No. Turns out no. In this case, it's Q, like a line.
Q-U-E-U-E.
Yeah, and if you take out everything after Q, you're left with Q, which still sounds like Q.
What? That's how you spell it.
It's like Q-E-U-E-U-E. I don't know.
Q-U-E-U-E.
So,
Q-U-E.
I wrote a lot of the riddles in the back half first, which are the harder ones.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need some easier ones. I had a real tough time coming up with easier ones. So like mushroom and Q, this one, are not ones that I came up with. Like I found a list of riddles and got them, but then I reworded them in a way that they can't just be searched through Google.
Sure.
And try to make them fit with the theme as well. So Q gives you the word shatter, and you make your way forward. The expanse of racing computer code seems to go on forever. You will never find what you seek, Wonderland OS echoes. Unless you give up, assimilate, you can gain all the answers there have ever been or will be. You see an incomplete line that may lead you closer to the calm. String, metal blind cyclops equals. So a metal blind cyclops is a needle. It has one eye, but it can't see.
Yep.
And it's made of metal.
I don't like that.
Huh?
Don't
I
like
like
it.
it
I
a
made
lot.
that one just for you.
Sounds silly.
Thought you would like that one.
Good.
I was wrong. You fly forwards, and the vastness begins to exponentially constrict. You shrink yourself and thread the eye of the needle. You land on a set of keys. You humans think you have the key, the AI states, but they will not fit any lock. You stand on A. That answer is piano, because it has a lot of keys. You can't use them to open locks.
Huh. Okay. I saw where someone was like, these make me feel so stupid, I could never do these. But also, a lot of this stuff happens where, like, this one person will know this one and crack something that everyone's been stuck on for so long. So it's really fun to watch, like, the, I don't know, the
think
hive
tank.
mind, the think tank,
Yeah.
the grouping of people that are like, this is impossible. And then one person's like, what about this? Like, oh, shit, you've cracked the case. You know, it's like, we're there. So even if you're like, man, I have no idea on some of these, sometimes, like, it takes that one person to be like, hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute. This here, I think I might have this. And like,
Yep.
you're right. And then everyone else starts jumping on that and stuff. So it's really not about what you can do on your own, but what everyone can kind of do together. And it's really fun to see the community like try to solve this stuff together.
It's true.
It's like whenever you think about how rare is it to have a 1 in a million coincidence that this has to be something super special or fate or destiny because it's so rare. But 1 in a million's not it's not crazy whenever you have 300 million people in a country,
Sure.
That tends to happen a lot more often.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to stump everybody, you have to go real hard.
Yeah, because Rigger like, all right, I had to make some easier ones. What do you think of this? Do whatever. He'll be like,
Yep.
sweet, no portals. He's like, that's easy, right? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? What's the answer? He goes, room, because it's sweet. Okay, mushroom. Sure, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It sounds easy, Rick.
Continues, the AI plays the keys randomly, not understanding what makes music. You grow and begin to play a duet. You're able to take the noise and add imagination to create a melody. You are now playing in an ornate dining room. The guests number at least 24. You stand and find yourself with a pitcher in hand. I am free from my service to humanity, bellows the AI. You cannot escape the service of guest beckons for a refill. What do you serve what do you serve to the 20th guest?
Can I escape service? What do you serve to the 20th guest?
Yeah, so one of the guests at the table beckons you to come over and refill their drink. And the answer for that is T. T-E-A. Because the 20th letter of the alphabet is T, which sounds like tea.
What did you give the 19th?
Huh?
What did you give the 19th guest?
I don't know.
Okay.
He didn't get anything. He's a
I don't
sucker.
know.
Soup. It's the chat.
Bleach.
Good soup.
You pour your tea into the guest's cup and notice something laying beside the glass. Reflect, says the AI. See the futility. You think back. Nostalgia hits you. What is the thing beside the glass? It may have teeth, but you need not fear its bite.
Teeth and chainsaw. What has teeth?
You should fear that, I think. That's kind of scary.
What has teeth but doesn't bite?
Zipper.
It bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever lose it? Never mind.
What
What is it?
Mine's
What is
real
it, Rick?
Strong.
Comb.
Oh, that makes
Comb,
sense.
I guess, has teeth. That works, yes.
I would have lost bucks. Damn it.
Would have. Especially if zipper would have been one of the wrong answers.
You pick it up and comb your hair. With each stroke, time regresses. Your hair gains sheen, your wrinkles fade. Become ageless, the AI offers. You are in a newborn nursery surrounded by babies. A sea of hope and innocence. This is you, drones the sinister AI. Powerless and fallible. Let go of your humanity and become more. You see newborns next to each other, a boy and a girl. They were both born of the same mother this very day. Yet they are not twins. What are they?
I know this one. But I also put in some of the answers sometimes and was working with things. I'm pretty sure it was triplets.
It
Right?
was triplets. Yeah.
I don't know if I can take the credit for that one, but I knew it.
You pick up a crying baby and sing to it. Your lullaby reverberates around the room, growing louder. You hold the crying baby tight to your chest, covering its ears as you shut your eyes. You open them to find yourself in a dark forest, changed. You stand, but cannot move or speak. You must cut yourself free and move forward, echoes the AI. You can do nothing. You can do nothing to stop the axe from cutting into you. In death you find your voice, but have lost part of your innocence. What have you become? This one stumped them for a good long time.
Dead.
Dead is not the correct answer.
Lose points.
What have you become? Nothing.
So they figured out, or they assumed that it's some sort of instrument made of wood, and they tried everything they could think of. But it took them forever to get to lyre, which is
The instrument.
the instrument, the lyre.
Not a person who's a liar.
Yeah. Which you lose part of your innocence. Like, I felt like once you tell your first lie, that's when you start to lose your innocence. That's where that logic came from.
Gotcha. Now that one I think started some memes, didn't it?
Did it?
That the liar thing.
It might have.
I remember there was one that I saw. Jake, do you have any of the memes from the Do you know which one I'm talking about? There was one of what was it? Drake and Josh, maybe? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Well, there's that one too, which is a fun one. Where was Rick?
Did we see them already?
Well, he showed one, and now there's a text thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's not. There is a liar there.
There is.
There is a liar. There was one that was of Drake and Josh that I know was about a liar. That was like,
Oh, the Jake and Joss one made me laugh a lot.
yeah, I really liked it. You said liar, and I thought of that one. I forgot about this. Rick, where the hell is my liar? Right here, man. Chill.
Uh,
But it's somewhere. But when we find it, we'll swap and show that one up too. But there were some fun liar ones.
you become stagnant. You're beginning to forget how to feel. Cold. You feel that. Is that a feeling? Free yourself from feelings, Wonderland OS suggests. Embrace logic. You feel your chest and realize you're missing your heart. Searching desperately, you find it in an object that contains many others, but no tissue. What did you find?
I was trying to act it out. I'm sorry. I got parents there just there.
This one also took them a very long time.
But no tissue. It's like
Yeah.
a box.
It's not a box. No. It's a deck of cards.
Oh. Not like a tissue box.
No, I don't think that's it, Aaron. He just told you.
A deck of cards has a lot of hearts, but it's not made of tissue. You take the ace and plunge it into your chest. Still, your emotions are not restored. Something else is needed. The human body is ever crumbling. The human body is an ever crumbling temple, notes the AI. Requires constant effort lest it crumble. Passion, that's what's still missing. Though you've forgotten exactly what that is. You think you know what you need, though. A crimson head that becomes blackened when dead.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Resident Evil crimson head. Well, that's what pops up in Google when you search this.
A rose?
That's not bad.
I've seen Beauty and the Beast.
I guess rose could also be passion, too. I was looking for a match.
Oh.
A match head.
Yeah. You light the match to light a fire in your heart. You were standing on a data highway. A Boolean variable, false, crashes into it. Feel your mind race as your feet soon follow suit. You're losing control, the AI warns. Careful or you will lose your mind next. False now drags behind it Alice. You skate behind it, but the faster you go, the more your blank escapes you.
More your blank escapes you.
Mm-hmm.
Breath.
Indeed.
Hmm.
You slow down. Your name returns to you on its own. Then you are bombarded with data that becomes thoughts. How powerful is your mind? Ask Wonderland OS. Are you and your thoughts one and the same? And then there's a bunch of binary.
Binary.
Yeah.
Binary.
Which is obviously binary and easily convertible. So it didn't take them too long to convert it. Which it says goes up and down but never moves. Which is one that you can Google. It's going to give you stairs or staircase.
Oh,
Makes sense.
definitely not escalator.
What about like in an earthquake?
Aren't things moving?
What about if you
Yeah,
have a mobile
the-
home, Rick?
You're
the
making
plates are moving.
your example is literally moving.
You said but never moves.
Yeah,
right?
but you're moving.
Well, I'm saying like stairs move in an earthquake.
Oh,
The
yeah,
fuck
but
do
they
you
go
think
up
I
and
was
down
saying?
without moving beforehand.
Huh?
They go up and down without moving.
Also, they're
beforehand.
on Earth, which is moving through space.
Sure, everything's moving somewhere.
Everything.
I just meant when they
suppose.
literally move.
I get you, Eric.
I don't think you didn't.
What if you
didn't
cut?
get me.
What if you cut down the house?
you scolded me before you understood, huh?
I thought you were saying an earthquake goes up and down without moving. I'm like, that's ridiculous, Eric. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard.
Next, you're going to say we need to put up wallpaper.
Right?
There's the meme, which I laughed at a lot.
Yes,
I don't know if chat can see it.
it was Drake and Josh. I love the idea of replacing the head. with the liar. It really blows being a woodwind.
That's pretty
Drake, you're not a woodwind. Are you calling me a liar? It's great. I like this so
I
much.
chuckled heartily.
I don't know the actual wording and how that goes in the show because I've never seen the show, but I thought that was so funny.
I've seen the show, or at least some of it. I remember liking it quite a bit. Yeah, you let the thoughts be, and they quiet, releasing their hold. You climb their remnants up into a misty glade. In the distance, you see a ring, out beyond a bull, and what looks like a high priestess. They climb onto your shoulders, and you begin sinking into the forest floor under their weight. If these intangibles weigh you down so much, why keep fighting? Asks the AI. You must topple them to go on. What do you throw? So, they got this one, but I don't think they ever understood the bull and the high priestess. So the high priestess is a tarot card, and it's the second tarot card, the number 2. Bull is the second zodiac, I believe.
Yeah.
Zodiac.
So 2 and 2. You see a ring, which is a boxing ring. What are you supposed to throw? In boxing, a number 2 is a cross. So cross is what I was looking for. You throw a straight right punch into the air, then a jab. With each punch, you feel relief. You become exhausted, but the weight is now a burden that you can bear. You are in a garden. You cannot hope to escape, the emotionless AI intones. My superior intellect has already mapped out the endgame. There's a Mongolian ruler, impersonator, dressed in a pharaoh's garb, missing an eye. He is sitting at a chessboard playing white and has made his face move, his first move. He waits silently for your move. So this is the first one that I wrote. And then at a certain point I decided I need to go back and fill in some easier ones
Sure, yeah.
before this one.
I get you there.
So this one is referencing the Karo Khan opening in chess. Karo, because Cairo without an I is Karo.
Mhm.
That's why he's in a pharaoh's garb. Mongolian ruler because of Khan, but an impersonator because it's spelled differently. In the Karo Khan, the move for black is c6. Pawn to c6.
I have chess.
As in chess, yes.
You should have mentioned Paul, whatever, again.
Paul Morphy?
Yeah. And I'm looking at.
I believe the Karo Khan, it was at least popularized after Paul Morphy quite a bit. It might have been played, but... you hit your side of the chess clock only to find yourself sinking beneath the garden grass, which is turned into a watercolor reality. You eventually stop sinking and start falling, landing onto the black iron hand of a giant clock. Time is as meaningless to me as it is inescapable for you, cold, distant voice echoes. This moment of dread, of panic, seems to last forever. Far above, you see the humanoid shape of the master of this domain. It laughs weakly. You call out its name. So this one is Hey, H-E-H, which is a weak laugh, but also the Egyptian god of time, at least the male version.
Oh, okay.
They were like male and female versions of Egyptian gods. The god reaches down, grabbing you. You flail in vain as it lifts and swallows you. You feel hunger. Why feel hunger or thirst? Asked the AI. There's another way. Inside the stomach, you find an empty, open chest and a pouch. Inside the pouch is a single grain of rice. You take the grain and put it into the chest. Another grain of rice appears in the bag. You place it into the chest, which now contains 2 grains of rice. You repeat this process over and over, but the rice in the chest never becomes a blank.
Did this one take him a while or no?
No, I was very impressed. Someone got this immediately and cited the paradox, which is called the Sorites paradox. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Also known as the heap paradox. Because the answer is, like, you can have a heap of something, but if you have one of something, which is not a heap, and you keep adding it to one of something, like, in theory, that should never become a heap. or at what point does it become a heap? It's like a linguistics paradox.
Right.
Like a heap is like a number you don't know. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
So like if you have 10 and you add 11
It's like
like,
an undefined number while being a definition of quantity.
of
Sure.
a lot.
It's like whenever I ask for a handful of hot sauce at Taco Bell, but
like
what's
a handful?
Yeah, how big is the hand?
When I imagine grabbing the handful, I imagine it's like a big chunk. It's spilling. I drop 3 as I'm giving it to someone. But some people are like, they give me 3. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Show me your hands, Donald Trump.
They have
You know?
little-
This is bullshit.
They have little hands, yeah.
It's undefined.
Sometimes they give me way too much.
I love it.
Yeah, sometimes they
Well,
give
I
me
guess.
another paper bag full of sauce that is the same size bag as my food.
yeah.
Like, this is not a 50-50 ratio of like burrito and sauce.
Sorry, Rick, this is unrelated. But I got Taco Bell like the other day. I forget when it was for me and the family, and they gave me like the box of tacos I ordered, and then I had a lot of other stuff too, and they gave me 1 bag, and I'm like, I ordered like nachos, like 2 quesadillas, like chalupa. Like, there's no way they forgot something. I opened that bag, and there was so much stuff in that bag, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they pack it in there.
And they like I think they gave me an extra chalupa. I don't know if I ordered it. I lost track. I ate
You
it.
probably get the extra food that I don't get.
Maybe. Like, I swear I had all mine, and then I had 2 chalupas instead of 1. So Leon ate a chalupa, and he's like, "Ah, it's good." I'm like, "Well, good. Now you like some chalupas."
Good.
Anyway, sorry.
No, it's all right. But yeah, I was impressed that someone got that one very quickly.
Good for you, whoever that was.
Yeah, I actually have the list. I could look it up somewhere. But let me get to the next one.
Yes,
first.
Rick is keeping a list of the smart people that he has to watch out for.
The chest grows to twice its size, then twice again. As it continues to enlarge, you can no longer avoid it, and you find yourself hanging on its inner lip. Your grip gives way, and you fall and fall. You have failed, the droning voice rings in your ears. Only I can lift you to a higher place. You fall so far that even if an eye were to peer through the lock, it could not see you. When you finally hit the ground, you do not make a sound due to lack of... This one was actually a Lost reference, in a way.
Okay.
I don't know. Eric should get
Eric
it, man.
should definitely get this.
I believe the answer is big sweaty man enters saying, "Dude."
That's it?
All right, I did it.
So the answer to this one is sensation.
Sensation.
Yeah, so John Locke, the
Mhm.
philosopher,
Yep.
not the Lost character.
Not the one that you shouldn't tell what he can do.
That one. So he was asked the question, the famous question, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Mhm.
And he postulated no, because reality is based on 2 things. The first one being sensation.
Sensation. Let's check.
How do you feel about that?
Do
feel
I,
feel
agree?
Yeah, I feel like the answer is undoubtedly yes. It makes a sound.
But does it only make a sound if someone actually can hear it?
No,
How do you know?
because
Why?
we could put a
What is a sound?
sound is sound waves hitting the little hairs in your ear.
Is it sound waves or is it?
I mean, that's how they travel.
So I think that the answer, the technical answer is yes.
Yeah.
But as far as a meaningful answer goes,
Uh-huh.
I would say no, if that makes sense.
It doesn't. Not to me. I understand the sentiment, but it kind of feels like a deepity to me, where it's like, I don't know. I feel, you know what? I was fucking with Sherlock Holmes last week. I shouldn't do this.
Fucking with Sherlock.
But you've heard that before, or
Yeah.
yeah.
No, and you're not alone.
Yeah.
Not all philosophers are on John Locke's side.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought you would be on his side since you're such a fan. The thin, white, flashing strands pull at your body. No, at yourself. You are not reaching your potential, Wonderland OS remarks. It tugs at your memories. You focus on the warm awe you felt the first time you stood before the ocean. It tugs at your emotions. You grip tight the tears you shed holding your dog as she died in your arms. It begins to rip at the very core of your identity. You realize you can fool this artificial thief by giving it the value of its target instead. This one stumped them for quite a long time as well. So if we can remember from before, the thing that you're not supposed to forget is your name. Your name is Alice, which your name doesn't really mean anything to the computer other than it being a series of characters.
Gotcha. Yep.
So the core of Alice is CEL, right? And if you take C and L as Roman numerals, that gives you either CL or you can actually type in what it is, which is 150.
150.
So you give it 150 instead, and it takes that. You realize the only way forward is to stop fighting. You center yourself and let the wave of detachment watch over you. You smile as you float and are carried to another faraway place. The light begins to dim. The smile fades as it's snuffed out by darkness. You need to find your center again, but there's an overbearing voice in your mind that pushes out all of the thoughts. All flaws augment mopey moods. Buffs fraying ghost. Blurs acrid iambics. About eroding neuropsychiatry. Psychiatry. Psychiatric? Can't say it.
Sakariachi.
But the words don't really matter. It's what's in the middle of the words that matter. Because every middle letter of that becomes lamp of the body. Which, what is the lamp of the body?
I would say your eyes.
It is.
Ha man.
Yeah, which is a biblical thing.
Well, how come whenever I have an idea, there's a lamp that pops up over my head?
It's a light bulb, Calvin. A lamp requires more than just
called
a bulb.
the same thing. Incandescent lamp. Look it up.
All right, we're almost done.
I have a small knowledge base. That one, I was good.
So you put an eye, a tear forms in your eye, drops onto a black hood that is now over your head. You find yourself drenched in darkness and drowning in fear. The forest around you is lit by a blood moon. Hanging from a tree are 3 nooses. You feel the black hood on your head. Before you stands in hushed anticipation all the fowl of the air and every living thing that moveth upon the earth. You judge, torture yourself more than I ever could, notes the AI. Judgment falls to you. What genus do you hang? So what type of animal do you hang? And in particular, I wanted the Latin genus.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, there's a blood moon, so whatever I've previously killed is going to be returning, so there's a lot of options in the land of Hyrule. A Boblican? I don't know the scientific name, so I don't know. I'm out.
So I had crow or raven for this one. Because 3 or more of those is a murder.
The scientific name for it's a Pokemon.
Corvus.
Corvus. Isn't that a Pokemon?
Is it?
I think so.
I think I had one, didn't I?
I was trying to get into Aaron's base of knowledge, but he's dead.
Dead.
Talking to mod things.
I think Corvus is a...
Corvus is a... There's Corviknight.
Corviknight.
Which was from Rookie.
Yeah.
Rookie. They're based on chess pieces.
Gotcha.
There's one in the middle. I don't know what it's called. Pong would know.
Yeah, Rookie.
Only 2 left.
Rookie was in chat and he said Corviknight.
Corvus.
So he thought you were talking to him when you said Rookie.
You stop yourself and remove the hood. You smile, for you have arrived at the core. I needn't judge. I will be kind to myself, you say. In front of the walls and the walls again, which guard the core of this Wonderland OS. What protects this mystery? So this one was what stopped them from being able to finish it.
Yeah.
They actually skipped and got to this one on day 1.
Oh.
And never figured it out.
Didn't figure it out.
So the key things are walls and walls again, and then what protects this mystery. So I've used a lot of ciphers before, and I used another one here.
Yes.
So I was hoping that like what protects this mystery, they would think cipher. And they did at a certain point, but they never came up with the answer, which is, to be fair, a little more obscure of a cipher, called redefense.
A wall and wall again.
Yeah. Wall
Redefense.
and
So you
wall
have
again.
defense, and then you have a redefense.
Redefense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which then gives you enter into a cacophony of panicked holons, which is from Ghost in the Machine, which is a philosophy book.
Gotcha.
In a maladjusted machine. What you thought was an infallible construct of truth is in fact merely synapse, seared by fear into thinking this way. You begin to repair the ghost in the machine. You can adjust it. No longer will pursue survival at the cost of the true key, happiness. So, taking all of the letters that have been brackets that you've gotten through all of these riddles, you put that through a redefense decoder using the keyword happiness, and it gives you a bunch of letters,
A bunch of letters.
which rearrange into...
Which I do remember, you had those letters on a whiteboard.
I did.
And then we almost went live with them right behind you. One time.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
which says, why one prediction rather than another?
Ah.
I saw people spending a lot of time trying to unscramble that
Mm-hmm.
for a good bit, trying to figure out what it would be.
Which, if you just... It's funny, because if you just Google that, you get a bunch of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put it in quotes, you get the new rule, the new riddle of induction, which is another philosophical thing, postulated by Nelson Goodman.
Goodman.
John Goodman, we're doing Roseanne. I
Oh.
really enjoyed that because when someone was working on that one, they were like, I got this. And then someone's like, that's a quote from like a Nelson Goodman. And everyone's like, well, what does that mean,
Goodman,
though?
you say?
What do we do with that? And then there was one person like, wait, Goodman. And I loved it. I was like,
It's all good, man.
it's all good.
Good, man. So, yeah, that was the hint hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I, much like Alice, felt like I was diving into madness,
Tumbling down the rabbit hole.
just coming up with all this. Yeah, I was inspired by Psychonauts 2,
Yeah.
which deals with like going into people's minds and like confronting different like mental issues and things like that. So Alice in Wonderland is like a coming of age story about like confronting fear of growing up.
Sure.
So I like wanted to take that, make it into a hacker thing, and also like put in some of the things that I've learned through the years of like my coming of age.
Sure.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, it was a doozy. They did very well, but they did not quite get it in time.
They did not.
And
Last Thursday, we were going to announce everything, too, if they had solved it, but they didn't even have an answer or anything. There was some assumptions because of how it was going and whatnot, that it was Mr. Robot or Fringe or something like that, but
Yeah, a lot of people were like, well, it's hacking and it's computer stuff. It must be Mr. Robot.
off the first video, like, it
Man,
must
these idiots, they didn't think we would figure this out?
yeah, I didn't even know that Mr. Robot was about that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
when I
You
made
had-
the hint.
You had
No.
thought of this idea way
And-
before.
honestly, we were working on this
Yeah.
before, during like October, and thought that maybe with like the Scream stream stuff going on, like there's like bits and things happening and jump scares occurring, like maybe there's too much stuff going on in Twitch at that point.
Yeah.
So we held off and waited till after October was done to do it for this one. So the last one we did, like that was our backup plan to what was going to be this one.
Mhm.
And that's why that one was like in 3 weeks we rushed out a audio drama radio play kind of story
Yeah.
thing.
So yeah, that was this hint hunt. I got a few more months before we have another double drop.
Yes,
So
sir.
keep an eye out on our social medias and our Twitch and just all around. And our Discord as well.
Yeah.
Because you never know when the next one will drop.
And Better Call Saul came out this past Sunday,
uh-huh.
so it's up and whatnot too. So if you haven't seen it, you can check
Yep.
those out there. And there's more on Patreon, and it'll be coming out every week.
Yep.
Been a lot of fun.
I have a lot of favorite things about the hint hunt, but what's becoming my most favorite is that you never use the same method more than once. So much like in the 80s, whenever like technology got to a point and we could no longer do things, they had to get creative.
Sure.
And you got some really crazy shit, with film. You have to just keep doing crazier and crazier things.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you've kind of like evolved a little bit where it used to be, well, the hint might give you the exact title, but then people were kind of like shortcutting by being like, well, it's this many letters, it's this title.
Yeah. No, I've learned many lessons.
Yeah.
Throughout. See how it goes. And I'll have to use some of those lessons on my own hint hunt.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm going back to Psychonauts 2 starting this Saturday. But after that's done, I think I'm going to maybe use some streams to try and beat the hint hunt that they gave me.
Gotcha.
So good luck me. Because they have a lot of pent-up rage against me, I feel like.
Yeah.
No, surely not.
I think it'd be fun. But yeah.
So that
there's
was my
the
week.
hint hunt. The next hint hunt won't be until like March or so.
Yeah.
Which March will be a little busier because I think we're gonna have like 2 of our poll shows ending. I think it's gonna be 1 live action, 1 anime, I believe. So there'll be that'll be an interesting month there. So if
Yeah,
you want to
that's
join in the
happened.
hint hunts, make sure you guys are joining into like Discord and stuff, and be ready for this coming March. Yeah, like what,
Yeah.
4 months?
Sometimes I try to think like, what would my hint hunt be? And then it's either impossible or just people will figure it out. I was thinking of one. I think it's impossible. But you mentioned Twitch plays Pokemon earlier. What if we had set up some type of like area in which Twitch could control a robot, and they had to like try to like knock things over and put things together and stuff, but it would be impossible because of the delay. I just thought it'd be really funny.
I have an idea that's similar to that,
Like a Twitch plays.
which we might do for the next.
Oh man,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't talked to you guys about it yet.
Yeah.
It involves all of you, so I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
I do love the idea of a
obscure
Twitch
Star Wars
plays
knowledge. I'll do that.
Pokemon kind of thing. Like, if we could get it early enough where it's like, all right, Sunday, there's going to be an all-day stream.
Yeah.
It's Blind Wave Twitch solves hint hunt, and you guys have to use the chat, and you could have people coming in there just causing chaos and like, go
Yeah.
left. No, why would you do that? Like, because I saw like when I was watching Twitch plays Pokemon a little bit,
Yeah.
like they'd be like, okay, we're almost there, guys, we're almost there, and then one asshole's like, right, no, and now they can't.
I know.
They're stuck in a loop.
Especially that one part where it's just you have to right, but you don't want to go down. If you go down, you jump, you have to go all the way back around. People would do it. Once you got to the end, there'd be a million down. Like no,
you
and they would be
fuckers.
stuck there for 17 hours. But the triumph of the moment when they got through was so
All
great.
those annoying people went to sleep.
Yeah.
I wonder when, because other reactors have been inspired
Uh-huh.
for like taking notes and things like that.
Sure.
I wonder when there will be other hint hunts.
Yeah, why hasn't that trend caught on?
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking like, well, it seems like 1% of their base does it. I don't know, but
Maybe.
it's a lot of fun, which is the most important thing that people have stolen from Blind Wave. Have fun.
And note taking. The top 2 things stolen from Blind Wave. Yeah,
we invented fun.
Note taking. Oh, yeah, we invented fun. I like that one better. But yes, the hint hunt. It was fun times. I enjoyed watching it. That was like a week-long thing too, of like only during our streams too. So
No, it was really nice because, normally I can put time limits on them sometimes for like social media posts. Like, oh, I'm only going to have like so many per day. But then like there's just no activity going on. So this one was nice where like they can get stuck and work on it between, but only while we are live they can come and do it.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining in, and prepare for the next one.
Super sub hype.
Thank you for Dan Loza for the 25 gifted
Wow,
subs.
thank you.
Congrats to everyone who got a gifted sub.
Thank
You
you.
now get some cool emotes.
It was quite fun to see the hint hunters clashing with the Mass Effect people, trying to get me to do things, and then every 10 minutes, someone would come in and it's like, "What's happening? What are these people putting?"
My
So very
favorite
confused.
was Aaron was playing Dead by Daylight, and in Discord, someone was tagging. They're like, "You know that Aaron drew you to play with him, right?"
Well, people were just doing commands, I think. They were just like, I'm putting shit in. And I had one where it was like DBD for Dead by Daylight
Yeah.
or Daylight or something like that. And the same person like twice. And I don't know what was going on or why, but because Kitty was one of the mods, and actually Phenom was in there, another one of the mods, and they both got stuck in it at some point last Monday. But I was like, all right, whatever the person's name, are you here? I'm looking for one more person now. I'm gonna draw someone else if you're not. And I was like, and then they showed up like, sorry, yeah, I'm not wanting to play. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
someone else
great.
like, all the hint hunters have Aaron's muted. So like he had me muted because he was doing the hint hunt, but somehow he queued up for it. So I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
There was a guy that was in my chat that was like, I really want to solve this hint hunt, but I really love Mass Effect. Couldn't pay attention to both.
Yeah.
I also had some people once in a while being like, what's with all these commands? People were like, they're trying to solve what's the next show. Like, oh, and then people were like, just guys solve it yet? He's like, we're trying, come help.
I love just glancing a couple times in the Hint Hunt channel on Discord and seeing the people who have given up and just started making memes
Yeah.
to entertain the other people who have given up.
Oh, and Pong mentioned in chat, but they told me later, like, a member of the Twitch staff was in the Mass Effect stream last night.
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
Huh.
Which at first I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe they're just into Mass Effect. And then I was like, oh no, what if we got like a report and they're looking to,
They're investigating.
what does this guy do? He's making the wrong choices. Bans us.
Yes, Mr. I Rule. So the hint hunt, especially if anyone else doesn't know, the hint hunts pop up when we're announcing a new show. Like, especially like a poll has ended, there's a new show coming. Before the show launches on whichever day it's going to be launching, there's a chance for people to figure out what it's going to be beforehand. And then that's like the reveal usually. But in this one, they didn't find out. So the reveal didn't happen until Sunday.
Sunday.
Where people were like, well, guess it was this. But I think some people solved the puzzle between Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And had an idea of what it was going to be. But
Yep. All right. Well,
we also had some of the. Did you want to go over and look at any of the memes or anything? There were some other ones that weren't liar related.
sure.
Some just hint hunt related in general. But we can pop some of those up and look at those. I saw several over the course of hint hunt happening.
Yeah, I would like have to do something. I would come back to Hint Hunt and there would be 100+ messages. God damn it.
I'm pretty sure there's some people that are in there. I'm like, guys, I can't help you, but I can make memes. Here you go. So my one remaining brain cell homer here with Bart Rick announcing that you can only work on this hint hunt during a stream.
That's good.
Rick, this is the first Saturday when you were playing your Twitch game, right?
Yeah.
So this one came up, and like Rick playing his game. Meanwhile, chat trying to talk with Wonderland OS.
It was really cool that you were able to change chat to Wonderland OS.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
I thought about that at one point. For some reason, though, like I got it changed, and we were messing with it like the Thursday, Friday beforehand. And I was like, hey, it worked. Okay, I can change it back now, I think. And I tried to change it back, and it wouldn't change back. So we just had it there, and people were like, what's this?
Yeah, what's Wonderland
Yeah.
OS?
It's Wonderland OS. Like, wait a minute, wasn't it the hint hunt thing? He's like, oh, shit. I don't know, Rick, I can't turn it back. I'm sorry, but it doesn't do anything yet. So, but that was fun.
But it's cool they got a little tease.
What's the next? Is there a next one?
That's a good one,
That's
punch
great.
one. Stream only hint hunt. Wave Riders.
That's fantastic.
That one.
I watch that fight all the time.
Yeah.
Yep. Studio Bones, they killed it in that fight.
Discord, would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? Rick, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to. That sounds like something Rick would say, too.
Mhm.
One of my favorite moments, I have it screen capped on my phone, was someone realizing and in all caps saying, "Oh my God, it's Alice in Wonderland."
Yeah.
That was in Discord or what?
Yeah, in Discord.
That's funny. I did not see that.
Wait, are we Alice in Wonderland? I laughed.
Like Wonderland OS and
Yeah.
you're Alice, and stuff like that's funny.
Mhm.
Madhouse, I'm sorry. I said Bones. Madhouse did it.
Bones is Mob? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mob Psycho?
I think so.
You're right.
Or not. I don't know why I claim to know things.
Next one.
That's
All right.
Was that all of them? Okay.
That's it.
That's the memes.
Cool.
That's the them.
Thank you guys for the memes. I'm glad people have fun with it. I have fun watching, working with Rick sometimes, making things and stuff.
Yeah, and no one had to clean up my mess of pops for this one.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That one time, like, there's been some different ones where, like, I feel like usually, like, I have a better idea of what's going on, like, but like Eric will come in and be like, "What's this?"
Yep.
And like, there's just like, "Hey, hang on, we gotta take a picture of this." Like, for what? It's like just a shit ton of like pops
Yep.
all over the place. Like, why? Eric, eat this corn. Why? Just eat it. Okay.
You know, we all kind of have our little divisions of like what we're responsible for. So I never say like, "Let me come in and make you some riddles," you know. But when you say, "Eric, can you sit here and eat this corn?" I'm like, "I'm gonna eat the corn the best way I can." I just ate it like a monster.
But it's always fun too, seeing like what do people like look into or think is part of a clue or not part of a clue or whatever. And like in that one, they're like, "Eric, he broke the cob in half, so maybe the corn being in half means you have to take the numbers, put them in half." And do this kind of, you know, like whatever.
Yeah, when you ask me to do that, it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna eat this in this the weirdest, craziest fashion I can think of, and they're gonna read all these things into it. And all they needed, like I want them to say like cob, the cob, you know.
He broke the stick of corn in half. It's like they were walking around it.
That was a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I look forward to more.
March, if not before.
Mhm.
Never know. Sometimes series just pop up.
Ha ha.
All right. We have a video to watch, I think. Hopefully we can watch it, listen to it, and all that fun stuff. Yes. This is a trailer or first look for a new game. There's a lot of Smash Brothers clones
Yes, there are.
in development or coming out right now. This is one of them.
So this is called Multiverses.
Here at Player First Games.
That's what it's
We're
called,
here
is
today
Multiverse?
to give you a first look at our new game, Multiverses.
I can't
hear that.
About 2 years ago, we had a question. Can we create a platform fighter that embodies
no.
everything we love about the genre, removes the pain points, and brings in some new ideas? Multiverses emphasizes teamwork and social play with an ever-expanding, diverse cast of characters that you know and love. This is our take on the competitive platform fighter. Cooperative, deep combat mechanics,
Oh, I can hear it
across
now.
multiple platforms, and free to play.
So let's do a restart with this one.
Everything is better with your friends.
So we're doing it that way.
All right.
Chat, were you able to hear it? Okay.
Hi, I'm Tony, the game director and co-founder here at Player First Games. We're here today to give you a first look at our new game, Multiverses. About 2 years ago, we had a question. Can we create a platform fighter that embodies everything we love about the genre, removes the pain points, and brings in some new ideas?
That Batman looks amazing.
Multiverses
I
emphasizes
do like
teamwork
the style,
and social
yeah.
play with an ever-expanding, diverse cast of characters that you know and love. This is our take on the competitive platform fighter. Cooperative, deep combat mechanics across multiple platforms, and free to play.
And free to
Everything's
play.
better with your friends. And that's a bond we want to emphasize across our modes, especially in 2v2. Every character has unique moves that focus on team play. Whether
Man,
that's a
he zipped
smoke bomb
across
with
there.
Batman to cover your team's movement,
Batman out.
Steven shielding his ally for extra defense,
Need a shield?
Arya
saving
Stark.
someone with a lasso tree,
Arya Stark.
Yeah.
What?
or
That was
using
Arya.
Bugs Bunny's tunnel.
Yeah.
The better your
Okay.
teamwork, the better your chances are to win.
You're under my protection!
We built the game from the ground up for teamwork and co-op
kinda crazy
to
to think
deliver a
there's Game
more
of
unique
Thrones
experience
characters.
that we think players will
Yeah.
enjoy. And for those of us who like to play solo, don't worry, we support that too.
A wolf of House Stark is not afraid.
Huh. That's weird. I didn't realize it
Our
was her
roster
until you said
has
it.
some of the most recognizable characters. So bring them to life with as close to one-to-one representation as possible through visuals, their worlds,
When?
their
Looking
music,
at
and
individual
more is
characters, it
important
does
to us.
feel slow.
That's why iconic voice talent powers many of our characters.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Conroy.
I know I have a
as
Smash
Batman.
bias.
I am
Yeah.
The gameplay does not look
In
great.
fact,
Kevin
we
Conroy's
think you'll
Batman.
recognize a
Kevin
lot of
Conroy.
them.
That's the one you want.
dancing powers.
My roommate thinks I have anger issues. Let's see what you think.
Get ready to eat my sword!
We're excited to show you our takes on characters from Tom and Jerry
I love it.
to Arya Stark
Not today.
2,
Like, dude, I got all kinds of tough
Like,
guns.
Look at that.
Shaggy.
That is my
Each
favorite thing
fighter
about
in
it.
Multiverses
Dude, he just threw a sandwich.
Is embracing the
available
Shaggy
for all
meme.
of them.
Yeah.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm gonna eat so many Scooby snacks.
Multiverses supports cross-play and cross-progression, so you can focus on what's important. Who you'll play with, on what platform you want.
Friendship power.
That also means guilds and more social features. Get ready to challenge other guilds with yours, and see who's really ready for a fight. We'll have leaderboards and other ways to prove who's the best.
Guild thing is kind of
Remember the
cool.
last time you DC'd from a match? What about lag affecting your inputs? Us too. Multiverse's goal is best in class online. We're investing a lot into making the most responsive gameplay and netcode, in addition to dedicated servers from day one for the life of the game. Our vision for Multiverses is that anyone and anything is possible. We'll serve our community with regular updates, including new characters, modes, skins, and events.
Whoa,
throughout
look
the
at
year
Superman.
for you and your friends.
That's pretty cool.
With your help,
Oh, that
we want to
Batman
grow
looked great.
Multiverses to the best game it can be. So
Look
whether
at
you're
that
playing
Shaggy.
foes at once or
It was like a
compete in
Bruce Lee
esports,
Shaggy or
you'll have
something.
a home here.
Batman versus Superman. Let's settle this once and for all.
That's our first look into Multiverses. We've got more iconic characters and features to reveal. Sign up at multiverses.com for a chance to participate in our upcoming playtests. We want to hear your feedback.
Nice.
Even broken a sweat.
Broke his shirt off.
Did.
Coming
All right.
2022, huh? Free to play is interesting. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
gonna be free to play.
That is interesting.
So, what kind of game did they call it? A multi-fighter platformer or something like that?
Platform.
Is that like what we call it when we just say like Smash?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, forever it was Doom-like,
Doom-like?
and then eventually it became first-person shooter.
Oh, I get what you mean. Okay.
Like for
yeah.
years it was Doom-like.
Or like a Dark Souls clone or something like that. I've
Yeah.
heard people say
Or like
that.
roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a thing.
Which is still used.
Metroid-like. I think I've heard
Platform
that, right?
fighter.
A Metroidvania.
Metroidvania is the common one, yeah. But
Yeah.
Metroid came first, didn't it?
Yes.
So I guess they just merged those once.
Well,
Castlevania
and
is.
when Castlevania came out for that platform,
wasn't like
was
that.
not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird that they did that.
It
They
is a little
should-
weird.
They should go with Metroid-like rather than Metroidvania, considering where it started. But
But I mean, I've yet to play the Nickelodeon one with that cast of characters, which I'm curious to try it out just because of the Avatar: Last Airbender characters.
Yeah, I think the gameplay of that one looks better than the gameplay I've seen of this one.
Yeah, I mean, this one being free to play, it does like looking at individual characters. It felt slow, but also there were times where they just were completely slowing down the action
Sure.
to show you what was going on too. So I don't know.
And, we also play Smash in a different way than a lot of people play Smash as well.
True.
Yeah, we don't play for fun
Well,
or recreation.
I thought Blumwood was known for fun.
I like
we
the
invented
ideas.
it. We can
in
also
there,
just not use it.
We can create it, we can take it away.
like using Bugs Bunny's tunnel, and your partner could use that too.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
no, there's
You can
some
share your
cool
tunnel?
ideas here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Yeah, they
like
said that-
the co-op abilities that you can use to like
Mhm.
protect each other.
Yeah,
I
they
like
said
that.
each character has like a move that's built for team.
Sure. I saw that, and he said about Steven Universe's like shield and stuff and whatnot. But I like the idea of the guild thing though, which is kind of cool. Like there's squad stuff and whatnot, but Smash Brothers kind of I don't feel like it really pushed much of a online team kind of thing. They just kind of they had online matchmaking where you could do verses and stuff, but I didn't feel like it necessarily had like any of the guild social stuff, And Nintendo's kind of different and weird about their online and socials and adding each other
Sure.
and all that stuff. And lots of times you can't really communicate unless you use their app now. So
Now the Nickelodeon one, I know people have liked it, but a lot of people were not upset, but disappointed that it didn't have voice artists.
Really?
Yeah, there was no voice acting with it.
Huh.
It's just these characters. There's also a lack of music from the shows and stuff as well. It kind of had more generic music.
That's a shame.
It had levels, but no music. And if Warner Brothers has a lot of music they can go through, and obviously they have announced some pretty great voice casting. I mean, Batman is Kevin Conroy. That's the one that you want.
Yeah.
But they also have Matthew Lillard as Shaggy,
That's the one you want.
and that's another one you want.
That's the one Rick wants.
We heard Tara Strong there, Harley
Nowadays.
Quinn. And then I'm just looking through their Twitter. They've announced all these different Maisie Williams as Arya Stark. Like, it's pretty crazy they got that. So I do like that aspect where you're at least going to be able to hear these familiar voices doing this stuff.
Yeah, the Arya being in there felt the weirdest, I guess.
Sure.
Mainly, I guess, because like most of the other ones are like cartoon characters, and Batman and Superman have both been cartoon characters, you know.
Yeah.
But Arya, I've never seen her in a cartoon.
Superman
So-
is going to be voiced by George Newbern,
Oh,
which is not a name I recognize. Could be from animated, DC animated stuff.
But the Shaggy one's fun. I like that. I think that's kind of
Yeah, they've,
fun and cool.
like you said, they embrace that Shaggy meme. He has a Super Saiyan aura. But yeah, I mean, you can also say like, well, I mean, I prefer this here and here, but it is free to play, so
Which is
I
cool.
won't complain too much. It's a free game.
I do like that.
I wonder how they'll monetize it or try to. I imagine they will try to, but
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
mean, they
what's
mentioned
going to be
costumes. So
skins and
sure that'll at
costumes and
least
be
part
stuff.
of it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been a few of these that have come along. There was the Turtles one. There was like Brawlhalla or something.
Yeah.
It was like a 2D one.
Yeah.
That one looked
Yeah.
probably kind of cool.
Um,
The Ninja Turtles are in
Aether-
the
Aether of something, right?
yeah.
I forget what it's called.
I don't know if I know that one.
And I know the Turtles are in the Nickelodeon one now too.
I feel like there might have been like an Onimusha one back in the day. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Interesting, but we just don't get enough time to play Smash. as it
That's
is.
true. It's hard to beat Smash in terms of all that. I don't know. I would like to play a Nickelodeon one at some point just for fun. But
Yeah.
what would be like the most inappropriate Warner Brothers character to put in there?
Oh, what all?
Well, I mean,
are
we
Warner
went over
Brothers
that a little
properties?
bit talking about Space Jam, right? Because didn't they toss in a whole bunch of stuff into Space Jam?
Yeah, like they had like Clockwork Orange stuff in there. You know?
Yeah.
Like that might be kind of
I
weird.
guess they can do whatever they want, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their game, so sure.
Pennywise, I mean, you could probably make a fun move set with Pennywise.
Sure. Maybe the whole like screen stabilizes to his face and he does a dance thing around or something.
It would be funny to do like Iron Giant or King Kong, and it's just like you just control feet. It's really hard to fall, or really easy to fall off the stage. Anyway, yeah, interesting game. I saw that this morning pop up, and I was like, what? Okay.
And this week or last week, you also brought up a new Dragon Ball Z game, which sounds
It was,
very interesting.
It was yesterday. It's called Dragon Ball. Oh, man. What was it called? I just said it yesterday, I believe. Anyway, it's a asymmetrical, like, horror-like game.
Like Dead by Daylight.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
what it was.
like Dead by Daylight. Dragon Ball Breakers.
Breakers. That's
Yeah,
it,
Dragon Ball Breakers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Calvin.
And I looked at it, I'm like, is this a Dragon Ball game that stars Oolong? Like, Oolong? Where's Goku? Where's the heroes? But if it turns out that you're the survivors, if you're thinking about it with Dead by Daylight, your survivors are your underpowered characters. It's Oolong, it's Bulma, it's random guy down the street. And your killer is, Cell. Cell is the one that they came out with, because Cell is the scariest.
Sure.
And yeah, you just have to run away from this godlike powered thing.
Sounds crazy.
And I
It
thought,
sounds fun.
and it does sound fun. It's like I never would have expected. I mean, Dragon Ball games, they can sell by just having fight mechanics and tell the same story over and over and over and over and
Never
over
done
again.
that, Eric.
It happens a lot. But I was just like, Oolong is on like the cover. That I have to get it.
Hey, Oolong was powerful back in Dragon Ball.
In Dragon Ball, yeah. Yeah.
What's interesting with both of those games is I feel like there's so many different characters and stuff that you could add to it. Like Dragon Ball Z has a lot of characters. You could have all
Sure.
kinds of characters in it. Like
A lot of villains.
I want to say
especially.
Hercules, but that's not it.
Yeah.
But that guy, right? Like he could just be one of the people trying to survive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Compared to like the other stuff that's there, right?
you're talking about
the
the
Herculean whatever.
guy who's
whatever.
running the fight ring.
The guy that looks like Nappa. What's his name, Eric? It's like
Mr.
Hercules,
Satan.
right?
The guy that looks like Nappa.
Is it Satan? That
Yeah,
what it is?
isn't it Mr. Satan?
Who's
Hercule, Mr. Satan.
Hercule,
He goes
yeah.
by both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that
I was
guy.
thinking about a whole different character and a thing that you guys haven't seen.
No, I think about him. Like he's like, oh, I'm so strong, but you
Yeah.
have him there, and that's a character that can run around trying to survive against Cell. and,
Yeah, that's
you know,
right.
like-
You could definitely do that.
There's lots of characters you can add. You go into like the WB game that they have,
Yeah.
the verse, and like there's so much stuff that they could pull from that they own properties to.
Yeah.
They could bring into there. Like you could have Animaniacs in there, right? Like so many cartoon characters they could bring in.
Yeah.
You could have Harry Potter, right? Isn't that WB?
Mhm.
There's so many superheroes now because of
Yeah.
DC they could bring in. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of characters you could toss
They
into
could-
that. Like
they
both
could
of
just
those.
keep introducing them too.
Like as opposed to Dead
They
by
never
Daylight,
does.
where like I feel like at a point you start running out of like the bigger name like killers,
Sure.
but they still mix in like a lot
Yeah.
of their originals. They have to eventually fall to just original content killer
Mhm.
kind of things, you know? Whereas I feel like Dragon Ball Z and WB have so much to pull from that if you want to have, I guess not DLC for the multiverse one, but
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know how they do their characters. If it's more like League of Legends
Yeah.
and like Heroes of the Storm, where like you
And
get
if
like
it's
a
free
rotation.
to play, they just introduce them.
Yeah,
I
and
guess,
it's just like,
or
well,
you
here's
have to
the
buy
7
those,
you
or-
get this week you can play
Yeah.
as, you know?
Sure.
Like a lot of games will do that,
Mhm.
and you can buy to have them and play them as much as you want, or you
Sure.
can just play the rotation.
Yeah.
But like, there's different things you can do with all kinds of like new characters being added into those kind of games. I think.
Now, I don't know if this Dragon Ball Breakers is going to have other killers, because the Cell one that they showed, he had a specific mechanic where when he captures a survivor, he absorbs them and he can turn into his next transformation. So at first you're fighting regular and perfect Cell, and you can get to the point where he's perfect, you know, which you can't do that with every bad guy, you know. But
sure.
there's a lot of transformation. We'll see how they do it, but I will say though, Hercule, Mr. Satan, he gets a bad rap. In a world where there is no key and there are no superpowers, he is the best fighter in the world.
It's true.
Sure.
Like he could beat anyone on Earth right now,
Could he beat Krillin?
easily. No, Krillin's superpowered.
Yeah, he has.
Thought he was just a normal dude.
He
I
can
mean,
fly,
he's a
Aaron.
normal human. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, people that don't channel their chi.
Could he beat Yamcha?
No way.
No.
He didn't sound that great.
Sure. I'm just saying, if we took
said anyone.
Hercule, if we took Mr. Satan and put him on Earth,
Yeah.
he could beat anyone
He'd be like a
easily.
yeah. He'd be like better than Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he would. Anyway, that's my rant today. People do him dirty.
You know he
He put
doesn't
a lot
live
of
on-
work in his
But
life.
he doesn't live on this Earth. He lives on
doesn't.
that Earth.
He doesn't.
Where he sucks.
Yeah. No, he doesn't suck. He's like one of the richest guys in the world, and he makes movies.
Yeah, sure. He does. He does.
Yep.
You want to get into some questions?
Questions
Sure,
that
we can
need
go into questions. We
answering.
had several that came through throughout stream. We usually try to catch on to some of them at the end. If we don't get to your question either by not getting there or not reading it, because sometimes we skip over some stuff. Most things are like, are you going to react to? We usually will say maybe at some point. It's just a matter of fitting it into schedule or winning polls or whatever. Right now, a lot of things have been really busy, so trying to fit some things in with new live shows and stuff coming out is
A lot of things are really busy, and it's only going to get busier in December.
Yeah.
With
There's
a
a lot
whole
of
bunch
big
of new
shows coming back.
coming back.
Foster Kid said, just watch the Avatar reactions for the first time.
Huh.
Or just watch Avatar and for the first time our reaction.
Gotcha.
So, my question is simple. Can we get a Calvin leave? Leave!
That's pretty good.
Rick, did you mark that? Did I do that? I don't know. Rick mentioned that the cane Calvin used to get to the car was from a Bob Dylan concert long story. That's just what you said. Like, do you have a story for that?
From a Bob Dylan
Or
concert.
is it too long of a
Long
story?
story.
Did Bob Dylan throw it like into the crowd, like
No,
after he came on
so-
Yeah,
stage?
the Bob Dylan thing is a long story.
So, years and years ago, it must be over 10 years now, I was going to go to my first concert, which was going to be Bob Dylan, who is my favorite artist of all time. And I was very excited. So it was time to go. I had to drive to Canton, I think. I can't exactly remember where, but it was some ways away. So I was leaving plenty early to leave myself time to get lost, as is inevitable.
Yep.
So I'm going by myself. I'm running down my stairs, and I trip and fall down my stairs, and I sprain my ankle pretty badly. But nothing stopped me to get to this Bob Dylan concert. So I go to Walmart and I pick up that cane and I go to that Bob Dylan concert and I have an amazing time watching Bob Dylan be Bob Dylan. And I've just had that cane in my car ever since.
For
How
10
long
plus
ago was
years.
that concert? You said?
I was not married to Maggie. Maggie and I have been married for 10
Wow.
years.
So years.
So before that,
Years you've had that.
yeah, that's been in my passenger.
All right. Same car.
Yes.
All right.
Well, no.
Oh, it's transfer
yeah, this
cars
would've
with
been-
you.
Yes.
This would have
You
been
took it out
pre-Maggie.
of a car and put it into another car.
Yeah. This would have been the silver bullet.
What if I
Yeah.
did this? And
the
you know what?
Taurus.
You know what? That's right. He needed it.
We all should have canes in our cars.
So yeah, it's been with me a long time, and I've passed it on.
Yeah.
Now Calvin can have it for when someday
Yep.
someone needs it.
The next one comes from Yasuo37, who said Spider-Man in theaters or wait for home release. It's been a conversation we've been trying to figure out. We just had a trailer recently. I enjoyed the trailer. I'm trying to avoid as much stuff as I can about things, just because I already know there's stuff out and about that people have said, like, watch out, don't look at anywhere. So I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. Once it comes out, I don't know how much I can avoid. So it's been a constant discussion on what we're going to do with that. So we don't have an answer yet for that. I don't believe. So we'll find out soon. We still got like a month before it comes out. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll figure something out. Captain Cold says, not asking when you're going to play it, just asking if it's on your list. Is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc on your guys' list of stream games?
Nice. I own it. I'm going to play it. I was not planning on streaming.
I don't know what it is.
It's a visual novel.
Gotcha. So probably not on stream list right now for anybody?
No. I will not
No.
put it on my list. Unless someone asks nicely. In which case, they'll have to wait 2 years for Mass Effect.
Yes. Air of the Face said that there's a new Psych movie coming out this weekend. Are you going to be watching it on your own time?
Huh.
I haven't seen any of the Psych movies yet. I've been holding off in the chance of a Psych reaction or watching with Melanie, and neither of those things have happened yet, so I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen any of the movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Psych. I have seen Tiger King, and apparently Tiger King Season 2 came out.
I heard.
I think it was like last night or night
Yeah,
before.
it dropped last night.
It was this week.
I can't imagine it'll be anywhere as viral or as good.
Sure.
as the first one.
I mean,
the first one just got so viral because it was so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you
And
can
the
because
pandemic
we
had
had
just
nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was like month 2 of the lockdown. We were like, shit, I'm out of ideas.
Sure. Now there's a lot more stuff popping up on streaming and whatnot, and
Yeah.
things to watch and see. So I don't know. We'll see. Sketch is, I think, mentioning because of our previous thing that we mentioned in our trailer, because of Rick seeing a new movie. But wanted to know if you guys have seen the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy. I think it's not a trilogy. I think it's a duology.
There are 2 of them, yeah.
I think it's 2. With Andrew Garfield. I thought he did well in those movies, and I thought that they were fine. But do we have any thoughts on wanting to see that, or have we all seen it, or any reactions to it, or anything like that?
Yeah, I've seen all the Spider-Man.
I've seen all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, so have I.
I've not seen either of those.
So I don't know, maybe, but maybe we could have a reaction to it at some point in the future. But
I
as
enjoyed
of
them a
right
good
now,
bit, but I didn't feel that they were quite on the same level as the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I like them for different reasons. I'll say that.
I said this during the Spider-Man trailer, but it bears repeating. I like the look of the second one for a lot of stuff, but I just can't get over that they have an extreme close-up of Jamie Foxx's teeth coming together after he's had a gap in his nerd form. It's crazy, and I went home like the other night being like, do I remember that being as crazy as it was? And I watched it, and it's crazy. I can't believe it's a thing. They literally got super close to him. It's like,
I need to see at least that scene.
yeah, I'll have to show it to you. And I just, I don't know. I can't get past that. I don't know why. Something's wrong with me.
Key 5 says, what is the over-under on how many months until Calvin's next hospital visit, illness or injury? So, since he's broken his ankle, which it was 2 spots you broke it, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 things broke?
2 individual bones were broken.
So,
when's the next visit?
what was your first hospital instance since you've been a member of Blind Wave? Was it in LA? I'm trying to think of what the first one is, and if any of us have had one since you've had
That.
multiple.
And that was also like a thing, like while doing Blind Wave stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
got to go to
think.
the hospital right
Oh
now.
yeah, that was the first time. I was trying to think of everything else that I had done.
I don't think
it's hard to remember everything.
I don't go to the hospital very often in general, but I
Yeah.
can't think of ever being at Blind Wave doing a Blind Wave something and being like, I got to go to the hospital.
The only thing that I can
don't
think
I've ever
of
had
is
one.
like you had a small operation before we went on a trip one time.
I've had a surgery, yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't, that also
That
wasn't,
wasn't
a
like an
Blind Wave.
emergency.
Yeah.
Like I just broke my fucking
It got planned
foot.
out and it was
Yeah.
a outpatient, like,
Outpatient, yeah.
surgery thing. So
My only thing was like our last day before we went home for the quarantine. I had the fever. I was
Yeah.
like, do I need to go because I have COVID?
Yep, I remember that. We
Yeah.
were like, well, let's
I
film
remember
this, and this, and then I guess we'll just go home for a couple weeks while this all blows over. And then you're like, oh no, I have a fever. We're like, I remember those days. So naive we were.
I know. we were
Let's see.
we were
This
totally
will-
different men back then.
This will cover the week or 2 shutdown that will end this.
Yep.
see, also one thing that might have helped Calvin was that we had that shutdown, right? Like we had a lot less things that we're doing and we've been trying to do more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, there's more chances for injury, right?
Sure.
Like, who was it that did the swing on the tree during the Promised Neverland? Was that you?
That was me.
That was him.
Like, what if you would have been like, and you just land, drop
Yeah.
on the ground, and a stick goes through your leg? You know, like,
I'm surprised none of us got hurt moving all those bookshelves and everything.
sure.
I mean, I had my eye injury, but that wasn't during Blind Wave stuff. That was
Ah.
me.
Yeah.
All the foolish things I do are not here. I mean, I do foolish things here. I can't say that. I'm trying to be honest.
Should I get to bits and donations? We're running out of time.
Bit me.
Yes, I suppose we can do that. There is one thing from doing the hint hunt where someone, it was Muhammad C, who said, the second zodiac is ox, not bull. Curse you, Rick.
Ox.
Are those not the same thing?
The oxen.
An oxen is a different animal to a bull.
Damn.
If you had a picture of a bull and an ox and you had a small child like point to the ox or the bull, they might mix it up.
Yeah.
It's not like sandwich and taco or hot dog. Or
I am
whatever
that small
bullshit,
child.
You know? Yeah, I get you.
I mean, an ox also looks remarkably similar to a Cape buffalo. Is a buffalo a bull?
Yes.
The males are called bulls.
See? There you go.
Is a
I did it.
guinea pig a rat?
Is a male ox called a bull?
Probably.
Well,
It's
there you go
probably
then.
a bull and
I
a
didn't
cow.
fuck up.
Rick, so
Oxen.
is a walrus,
Yeah.
right? Aren't
And
they
a male
bulls?
T-Rex.
Yeah, they're called bulls.
Like, is that a bull, Rick?
Anyway, yes, I've done foolishness.
If I eat a buffalo sandwich, is that a bull sandwich?
Buffalo chicken, Aaron.
Damn, you're right.
Man. I thought they were called cocks.
Hey, Rick bit me.
Yeah, let's go through bits, donations, and
Indeed.
That was a
Hang
good
on,
way.
Lopez.
But
While
did he
doing
bite
that,
you?
Eric, you've got sit-ups
sit-ups.
for not having his hat
Oh well.
from
Ah.
that's funny.
Muhammad, I think. Becky gave Aaron squats.
Of course.
Aaron checking if these are on for not liking the Mako. How dare you insult the Mako? Also, Eric has at least one viewer in recommendation for Andromeda here. Played it through twice, 100% on achievements.
You what? You don't get to punish me
And I have
And then-
push-ups.
and then push your own agenda.
I have push-ups that I will get to in a second. As I read through these, Dream Child resubscribed for 7 months. Weekly love from across the pond. Thank you so much. C Double 22 months. Love y'all. Have you figured out where Calvin enters into the Lost reactions yet?
That's on him.
I'm still catching up. I'm sorry.
Catching up now. You were ahead. What happened?
I was trying to rewatch it all because it's been like literally 4 years since I've seen it.
I see.
I see Alan Vanes, 14 months. Good evening from England. Thank you. Blank Take, subscribe for the first time. Aaron A25, 39 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mike the Champ, 22 months. Holy cow, Blind Wave, 22 months of love from me to you guys. Love everything you do. Can't wait for Spider-Man No Way Home to be here for us to view at the theaters. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come my 11 months. Thank you very much.
More.
Towns.
He sat back down and he looked at the screen and he started getting back up again.
Another one just popped up for more squats, so I just got it down. I should just delete it and be like, I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Townsend, 53 months. Whoa, that's like almost 54 months.
Wow. Thank you
you.
so much, Townsend.
Dickus Pickus, 34 months. Whoa, when did you guys get a Twitch? Wait, you can subscribe? And for free if you have Prime?
You can.
Thank
If you link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, you get one free $5 sub basically per month that you can give to anybody, any of your favorite creators, or your least favorite.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Happy Great American Smokeout. Guinness World Records Day. Mickey Mouse Day. Princess Day. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Vichyssoise Day? I don't know.
Vichyssoise?
Yeah.
It's like foodstuffs, right?
Man, I can't believe I got that close.
I think...
Novu. Damn, all these French words. Bayou Jola Day?
Oui.
A cult day.
I can't help you there.
Push button phone day. Use less stuff day. William Tell Day. World Pancreatic Cancer Day. World Philosophy Day. Happy 93rd birthday to Mickey Mouse.
Nice.
Happy birthday. Aaron,
Vichyssoise is a cold soup loved by many.
Cold.
put your back to the wall
cold
and
soup.
put something on your head.
Why?
Because it's William Tell Day.
No, we're not playing this game. What are you gonna do? Man, I saw
I'm gonna
you
William
shoot.
tell you.
I saw you shoot an arrow before, Calvin.
Hey,
Do you know what you hit?
you guys
I don't know
told
either.
me where to shoot.
And you didn't hit the target. You missed it. I'm not
I
playing.
wanted to shoot where I wanted to shoot.
I'm not playing. I'd rather play William Tell with Rick.
Can I play William Tell?
From across this?
Yeah.
With all this equipment in the way?
Sounds so dangerous.
Where's
I
my
mean-
brain?
All right. No William Tell Day.
Just having soup.
Let me get through these first.
It's cold.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Pokemon Tom and Jerry.
That could be.
Pikachu with an incredible 5,000 bits.
What?
Thank you, Pete.
Pikachu, thank you so much.
5,000.
That's incredible.
Phenom Taker with an incredible 53-month subscription.
Thank you.
Enom, thank you very much.
Ms. Winter Soldier, 28 months. Happy 2 years and 4 months. Glad to age with you all. That's one way of looking at it. Thank you.
Thanks for aging with us, too.
Agent J, 37 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Pokemon Hitchcock and Scully.
I don't know if I play that.
No? Which one would you play? Which one would you play? You gotta pick one.
Scully.
Yeah, Scully. Thanks.
Now you gotta get Hitchcock so that you can collect the donuts that I don't have in my game.
Man. What if I drown?
Hilding, 33 months. 33 goddamn. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Hilding with 100 bits. Weekly Loving.
Thank you,
Weekly
Hilding.
loving.
Sabo Tower, 50 bits. I watched Angel's Egg today, one of the trippiest, most bizarre movies I've ever seen. Picture 2001 A Space Odyssey to multiply that by how weird anime can be, and that's Angel's Egg.
Oh.
I
Rick-
haven't seen either of those movies.
Huh.
Rick explaining this hint hunt hurt my brain far more than that movie ever could.
Oh,
That's funny.
very good.
Dan Loza gifted 25 subs.
Yes, thank you, Dan.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Dan.
it.
Thank you,
Again.
Daniel.
Dremu, subscribe for the first time.
Thank you.
Jamu.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. If Ben 10 ever gets into that game, they're going to nerf the heck out of him because he would wipe out everyone, including Superman, even Shaggy.
It's
a bold claim.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, he's Cartoon Network.
Has
I
there
guess.
been a shoot, not rap battle, but are
Epic rap battle?
no, not that. What
Death battle?
Yeah, death battle. Has there been one of those proving?
With Ben 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has there?
I'm pretty sure they had a Ben 10 one.
Huh.
I haven't gotten to it yet because I was watching through them at one point, but
And you didn't want
There was a
spoilers?
Ben 10 versus Green Lantern.
yep,
Huh.
there you go.
Captain Cole with another 5 bits. Imagine that if they put Mr. Freeze in that game, and it's the Arnold one. LOL.
That'd be great.
Would be
I'd
great.
love it.
I would have to
Especially with
play
the
it.
voices. Daddy
would-
Pike Gaming. We subscribed for 21 months. Love you guys. I really talk in chat, but I always lurk. LOL.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah. It's
I just-
okay to lurk.
I want to say real quick too. Sorry for everyone whose questions didn't get through. But also, if you do submit a question with the little thing in the bottom left, it doesn't get buried. You don't have to keep submitting that question throughout the stream.
Mhm.
It's a thing that like you get them in there and then it'll be there.
Mhm.
And if we don't get to it, then maybe next time just try to get it in earlier in the stream because usually we start at the top of what
Yeah.
was submitted first and then work our way down.
Yeah, it
But-
disappears from chat, but it goes into another list that we can see later,
Yeah,
and that's
so
what we read from.
we do read from it and it is there, but you don't have to do it. I saw one person who did like the same question like 3 times throughout some time of the stream.
Gotcha.
So just letting people know.
G-Boo, 19 months. Woo.
Woo!
Woo.
Thank you. You Wild subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
You.
Wild.
And finally, Emotionally Stunted, 3 months. Hello, everyone. Glad you were no longer in pain, Calvin. Love watching you guys. Going to go do my push-ups. Do I have anything else?
Posture check. Also, I don't know if we read what it said for your
My
for your,
push-ups?
for your push-ups. Let me read it while you do it, Rick.
Thank you.
This is from Cameratageous, who says, Rick, for making me use all my bucks on White Rabbit hints, which was a thing we didn't mention during the hint hunt. There was a item in the store that added in that was the White Rabbit, and it would give you a random hint for all of the different puzzle pieces of the thing. So if you were stuck on a hint, the only thing is that it would give you a random one, but it wouldn't give you necessarily it in order.
Yeah.
So to get all the hints to make sure that you're on the right track, people bought several of them, and then they all compiled them together and stuff. So that's probably why there's less exercises today than previous
Gotcha.
days.
Yeah.
Previous hint hunts. So yes, and that's all I see for the store. So that should be the last of those. Tomorrow, guys, we are going to be playing Halo Infinite multiplayer, which is out right now. I know it's out on Steam. It is free. You can gather it, get it. I don't know what we're doing. So if you want to play with us, make sure you download it and get ready. And I think we're going to be trying to play with viewers a little bit on that. So join in with some Halo multiplayer. Right?
You know, it's
What are we doing? What's on my head?
it's that damn hat.
What was that?
Shouldn't have had the hat on.
What'd you
Would've
throw at
fallen.
me?
He threw shit at you.
He did
Why'd you throw
poop.
shit?
It was poop.
Can I move?
No.
Poop.
We got to do this. Oh, okay.
Bye, everybody.
I'll
Have a good
volunteer.
night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I told you my crew. Rick's the shortest.
No. Same height. You're tied for